Hello, 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 lovely. So today I am going to be getting ready to go out with my friends. It's a Friday night and I am just going to be doing a simple makeup because, once you're out, like if you're inside with a whole bunch of people, you start sweating. So I'm not going to go into elaborate makeup. I won't even do eyelashes because I'm not going to waste a good pair of eyelashes for me to be sweating tonight. And I'm also just going to, put my hair in a braid to the side and just have a simple look for today. So stay tuned and keep on watching. So before I start doing my makeup, I always like to wash my face so I could get all the dead skin off and so that my makeup actually looks a lot smoother. And then I moisturize. I use the Nivea cream. I know that this is not like super I don't know, I guess expensive, or what people would be like, oh, you need to use a brand name for moisturizer. But I figured that this is what works for me for my dry skin. And it gives me the moisture that I need. So that's what I use, and it's really, really good. I like it. And then I am going to go in with my Milk Blur Stick, and I'm just going to be placing this all over my face. This is just going to help get into my pores and set my makeup for a so it looks smooth. And it fills your pores, and I just like to rub it in. And of course I'm doing this with clean hands. Try to always, if you're going to be touching your face, try to always use clean hands so that you don't spread bacteria, especially like if you have breakouts like I do. I break out a lot. Try not to pick at your face or at your pimples. I know that's harder. It's easier said than done because I'm a picker. Like if I see a pimple, I don't want it to be there. I don't want people to know that, even in my late 20s, I still break out. So I put that on. And then I am going to go in with my Milani, the number 5 Warm Beige. And I am going to put it in my Morphe M439. And then I just dab it. And this is buildable foundation. I really, really love this foundation because it is light on my face. Like it doesn't feel very, very heavy, but it's very buildable and it covers like all my blemishes because I do have a lot of blemishes. Like I have scars, and since I have olive tones, when I am done scarring or once the blemish has gone away, it still stays looking red. So I like makeup that actually covers that because I don't want, that redness to come through my makeup. So I can't use, like a lightweight, like just a daily moisturizer with tint in it because I want that redness to be covered. And what I do is I just pat it into my skin. I don't swipe because then you just get those streaks and then you don't get all the product in your skin. You're kind of just leaving it on the surface. So what I do is I'm like patting it in so my pores absorb it. And I just do about 2 pumps of this Milani. I could actually compare this to the Kat Von D because I love Kat Von D's foundation. And it does good, but it's very, very heavy. And I figured that, like if I sleep with it, which is really bad, don't sleep with your makeup, like I break out so much. And then I will go in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and it's already moistened. I will just tap it in just to get those streaks out from my face so it looks smoother. Ever since I started doing this, and I bring my foundation all the way down to my neck so my neck looks the same color as my face. You don't get that harsh looking line. All right, that's what I do. And then I just pat everything down. And then I am going to go in with my, I'm sorry, my makeup is all over the place. With my Tarte Shape Tape and in the color Deep. And I contour first with this. And I just mark out where I want to contour. I don't have much of a forehead. Like I literally have like a 3 head. So it's not like I'm trying to make my forehead look smaller, but I do like it to look skinnier. but definitely my cheeks, I want to make my cheeks come out. And I actually do have higher cheeks, but they're hidden under this chubby face right now. Your girl needs to get on a diet. Anyways, and then another one of my problems that I like to fix is my nose. So I will go down just like that, just so I could start narrowing it down. And then I taper it right here into a V, bring it down just like that. And you know, once you start putting your powders and start blending it out, you'll start making your nose much smaller. So, you know, if you don't want to go in there with a big nose, you just do that. And then I just bring a little bit over here so my double chin goes away, girlfriend. You don't want that double chin. At least I don't. So I just do this. Then with my LA Pro Girl, I add a little bit more color just so I could deepen it just a little bit. Just a tad bit. And I probably brought that up way too high. But I could fix that with my... You can stop saying And I could fix that when I do my... What am I trying to think? My highlight. Not highlight. But when I use my concealer. I can't think right now. But you guys get the gist. And then I just go in circular motions. And then I just bring it down. Circular motions. Making those... harsh lines disappear. And then bring it down so I can make that line. And it's like a 3. No, just like that. Excuse me. And I'm using the Morphe. This doesn't have the number, but it's from the Gunmetal collection that they have. And then I do the same thing on this side, you know, just trying to get just like that. Bring it down. Trying to get rid of all those harsh lines. Like I said, it's like a 3 motion. There you go. And then I go in with my Morphe E3 and I blend this out. I'm gentle to the touch because I don't want it to streak. I just want it to blend. And then I'll bring it right out here. Just like that. Get the tip. I'm just trying to make it blend into your skin. And I know that it probably looks a little bit harsh right now, but once you put your powders and you put the different colors into your skin, everything starts matching much, much better. I don't know why I can't think. Literally, when I get on camera, I forget everything that I'm thinking and I get nervous because I'm so used to just doing this by myself and not having to explain it. So bear with me, you guys. Bear with me. And then I have a thinner brush because I do want, and this is the Morphe G33, and it's just more triangular. And this will just make everything smoother and blend a little bit better. And so this is going to make your nose smaller. Just like that. And then with my Tarte Shape Tape, this is just from my my concealer. And I'm going to go in with Light Medium Honey. And I will go down my nose just like this, making a straight line. It's not so straight, but it's okay. And then bringing it out, making it into a triangle. I'm just trying to brighten up. And because your girl has big old bags under her eyes, I'm going to try to conceal that as well. Bring it down. And I just do triangles. Just like that. And if you have extra product, just bring it down. And I like to get in the corners of my lips because I get really dry there. And I guess I'm saying that's too bad. It's not even in the vocabulary. But anyways, I put it in the corners because I get dry skin right there, and then I get redness, and I want to cover that up. So what I do is then I go in with my beauty blender, and with the tip of this, I start like this. And I just start patting it down and bringing it up. Just like that. Bringing it around. And I know that right now it probably looks really, really white, which it probably is. But like I said, once we start putting the powder, it will look so much better. And then go like this. I'm just trying to brighten up my skin. Then I'll go back with the gunmetal that I was using and just bring out that contour that I had put in with my Shape Tape. I probably look like a clown right now, but girl, it's a process. And it's okay to look like a clown. As long as like once you're outside, you don't look like a clown, right? And right now, before I forget, I am going to go in with my Nivea lip butter and raspberry and just moisturize my lips because they're going to be looking a little bit dry. And cold season is coming, so your lips tend to dry out a lot more. So that's a lifesaver. All right, now that everything is where I want it, my concealer is ready, it's set, and now my contour is also done. I will go in. I have it in a NYX little container because I didn't have a container for it before, but it's actually the RCMA powder, the translucent powder, but I made a mistake and got the white powder, and I'm olive toned, so I should have gotten like the yellower one, I think like the banana color, because when I let this bake for too long, or just even for a little bit, even afterwards, after a while, it just looks really, really white on me. So I would recommend that if you're my skin tone, that you would go with a more yellow color, like a banana color, because that's gonna fit your skin tone much better. But if you are on the paler side or don't have, if you don't have olive tones, I think this translucent color would work just fine for you. And then with the flat side of this Real Techniques sponge, I'll just dip it in here, just like that. And then I will put it on my face. And I'm gonna dip it again. And I just leave a large amount. My T-zone tends to get really, really oily, and so I'm trying to avoid that. And like I said, because I've noticed that this color tends to look really white on me, I really don't leave it on for too long. I will go in and actually just as I'm, letting it sit for a little bit, I will let it stay there for a little bit, and then I will go in with my Milani face powder in the color Tan, which is the number 5. Oops. And I will just use my Morphe MB1, just a powder brush, just swirl it on there, and then just start taking off the translucent powder that I have. And like I said, you can tell in camera that it stays white, but because I'm going to be using bronzer and I'm going to be using blush, these colors, the white tends to subside. That's not even a word. Well, it is, but not what I'm trying to say. Anyways, just getting it in there because I still want that powder to stay. Because I don't want to get oily. Because I know, that where I'm going to be, because we're going to go out with my friends, and it's gets hot inside the bar, especially with everybody around you. So I know that I'll start getting oily. And if I could prevent that, because I don't carry a clutch with me, I just carry my cell phone and my keys, then I want to prevent it as much as I can. Just like that. Alright, and so now I'm a little bit more even. Let me bring you in a little bit closer. There we go. Sorry, guys. Ooh, sorry. So now I am going to go in with my Tarte. I got this for my birthday. And it's the Hotel Heiress. Heiress? Yeah, the Hotel Heiress. And this I am just going to be using to contour. And I'm going to be taking Morphe E3. And I'm just going to dip it and just go around where I had previously used my my Tarte Shape Tape. And this is just to start making my colors more matte and more defined. Give myself those high cheekbones. Just start carving myself out. Just like that. Too close. Sorry, guys. All right. And my favorite, if I could find it, Too Faced, the Chocolate Soleil. This stuff smells amazing, and it's an amazing product. Too Faced, yo, I love you guys. I'm just gonna use this with the same brush just to give myself a little bit more color. Just like that. Perfect. Now, I'm going to take this Hulu. Benefit, the color is Hulu. And with the brush that it comes in it, this is what I use to carve out my nose. And all I do is I pinch it and I just go down gently. So you don't want it to look harsh, and then I come down at the tip of my nose and then do the same thing on the other side, just so I could make my nose smaller. And whatever's left of the product, I just bring it down to my eyelids because I want them to be matte. Just like that. And I don't use the same color that I use on my cheeks on my nose because it looks, I've noticed that it looks reddish, and this color kind of balances out on my nose. I don't know if it's because on my cheeks I don't get as oily, and on my nose I get oily, and like the different chemicals and balance of my face just make the colors look different. So I've noticed that if I use Hulu, I look more natural than if I were to use my Too Faced Soleil on my nose. Like, then it looks more red. So just go like that. Whatever's left, I just don't waste any product and just put it there. Just like that. Perfect. And then, yes, I'm going to come down with my Beauty Blender and just kind of clean up the jawline right here. Just make it more straight. Just like that. Just because I don't want it to stay harsh or look really, really white, I'll clean it up with my powder brush. And then I'm going to come in with the Morphe M551 and this Milani bronzer, and this is the Soleil Baked Pat bronzer, and it has a little bit of glitter in it. I don't know if you could tell, and I like that because I'm not going to use blush, and all I do is I just go over it just like that. If If you could see all the flakes of the gold just flying out right now, that's all I'm gonna be doing. And usually if I was doing this off camera, like literally I do this like in 10 minutes. I try not to take too much time in getting ready. So then I have this Tarte highlighter, and it's called Exposed Highlight. Just like that. And I am going to go in with my Morphe M3 310, so 310. And then I'm just gonna swipe it on there. And then just go like that. Just fan it on there. Just because you're keeping your makeup simple looking. And I just put it a little bit on the tip. I don't want my my nose looking bigger, so I try not to put too much highlight on my nose. And because I do get oily regardless of how much I try to bake, then you know I don't want it to look really, really oily. So I don't know if it's highlight or if it's just my face being super oily. Then I go in with the Wet n Wild, and this is Precious Petals. My little cousin put me on this, and yo, she's a lifesaver for this because this thing is bomb.com. I love this. It is so pretty, and I just overlap it. Can never have too much highlight on your cheeks, even if you're gonna be in the dark. Just like that. Can you turn off the lights for the Linda? Perfect. And now I am going to do my eyes. Since I don't plan on doing anything too special, I'm just going to be using ColourPop Color Bay. And all I do is I use my middle finger to apply this. And I just keep it simple. And I just rub it in here. And this color is so beautiful. Look at all that shimmer. And it's like a purple gray with green specklets in there. And I just do that. Just that. And I just put it in my eye. I think ColourPop eyeshadows sometimes work better when you just use your finger. So that's what I do with these. And this is just like a simple. And I'm not bringing it too high up. I just want a little bit of color so it looks like I tried to get ready. And this is like my go-to. Like even, you know, if I'm going to be going out with my daughter, if I'm going to be like showing my face anywhere public, just giving yourself a little bit of color just also makes you look like you're alive and like you tried. And I'm sorry if you hear people out in the background. My family is here and they're also getting ready to go out. But anyways, you know, we Hispanics, we're pretty loud. We'll be right in front of you and we'll be talking like we're a million feet away. And then I am going to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia medium brown. I'm just going to brush these out. Just brush them out. Sometimes I use the wax, sometimes I don't. I don't want to use the wax right now because I am trying to grow out my eyebrows to shape them differently. I go through stages where I thin them out and then when I thicken them. And right now I want to thicken them. So all I'm going to be doing is making a line down here just to shape them. And then I extend my eyebrow just a little bit out. Just like that. Okay, sorry, my camera died on me. But anyways, I did the same thing to the other side. And then I will go in with this Anastasia brow powder, and this is in the color Brunette. And I just get the lighter color and I just go in right here at the beginning of my eyebrow. And whatever is left on the product, I just bring it out. And this is just to set it, you know, kind of like your wet and dry. That's what I do to set my eyebrows. And do the same thing on the other side. And just whatever's left of that product, I just bring it out. I don't tend to conceal the under of my eyebrow to stand out. At least not when I don't do like a elaborate eyeshadow. And then after that, I will go in with the NYX Control Freak, and it just looks like this. And it's just my eyebrow control. and then I just brush it out. Just so that my eyebrows don't go anywhere. It's not like they're gonna disappear. I mean, these caterpillars that I have growing on my face do not go anywhere. But you do want to control, you know, for the shadow not to fall out. And just in case somebody tries me and tries to lick their finger and erase my eyebrows, they're gonna have a hard time. And then after I'm done with that, I will take an eyelash curler. Because like I told you, I am going to be keeping this simple. And I am going to curl my eyelashes. Just do it for a couple seconds. Just pump it. And just like that. And then I will take my L'Oreal Voluminous Original. And I have the darkest of the darkest color, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to go in with a dark black. And I will use this one. This is my favorite mascara. Like, favorite. It's super dark. The dark one is like super dark. It's so pigmented that sometimes when you wash it off, it looks like you have raccoon eyes and you have to, you know, go in again and try to wash it off. So I really recommend it. And then I just go under my eye. Do it to the other eye. I don't like my eyebrows to look clumpy, so I try to not let them clump up. Just like that. Then with this Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara, the brush is a little bit smaller. The bristles are a little bit wider. I like to use this one for my under eye, just to give me that doll effect under eye. Separate those little lashes at the bottom of my eyes so that my eyes look a little bit more awake. Just like that. And then I will go back in with my curler since my eyelashes are still pretty wet, but I will go back in and curl them again for a couple of seconds. And then with my telescopic, also from L'Oreal, I will use it and just separate them a little bit more. Just like that. There you have it. So, if I feel like I still need a little bit more mascara, I'll go back in one more time with that Voluminous, just so I look a little bit more awake. Plus, what girl doesn't looking like they have big doll-eyed eyes? I know I do. I don't like them to look clumpy, but I like it to look like I have a ton of eyelashes. Just like that. And then I'll go back with my telescopic just to separate my eyelashes so that they don't clump together. Alright guys, and then this is the final look. I just did a simple braid, just, you know, it's a cute little side braid, just to have my my hair off my face because it gets hot in there, and all I do is like I loosen it up so it's not so tight, and just like that. Probably reapply a little bit more of this bow and arrow. and throw on some earrings, and this is my final look. Like I said, pretty simple eye, just to give it a little bit of a gleam, just a little bit of shine so it doesn't look so simple. And yeah. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe, like this, and tell any of your friends. And once again, thanks for the support.